Flooding from all over the state since last week. One person who really knows what's going on is this man sitting to my right.
Yeah, Governor Hutchinson here this morning to talk about what he's seen and where we go from here. Thanks for your time and for joining us on KARK4 today. You've been all the way up from Fort Smith, all the way down to Dardanelle, Toadsuck area. Tell us what you've seen.
Well, first of all, you see citizens that are doing extraordinary work, coming together, helping each other. Somebody has a loss, they jump in the next day and they're bagging sand for their neighbors. That's the spirit of Arkansas. You also see the incredible devastation of this flood and the power of it. It's hard to imagine something of this record scope.
Right.
I read some about the flood of 1927. Well, we're recording things better today, but in my lifetime, this is the largest, most historic flood by all accounts. I also see the importance of the levee system as I did my flyover across the state. And the levees, by and large, have really served their purposes, and it reinforces in my mind that we've got to take care of those, preserve those for the future, and probably make additional investment there. And then yesterday I was in Pine Bluff, and that's where it's going to crest probably today. And I think they've probably seen the worst, but it's going to come up a little bit more. But whenever you're looking at 500 homes that are devastated, damaged in some way, or totally destroyed, that's a lot of homes, a lot of impact on a community and individual lives. So you see all of that. And now we're starting to look at how we can assess the damage so we can make the right presentation to the federal government.
And this is a slow burn disaster. This is something that is drawn out for days and weeks, and you guys have been ahead of the game. I know that you said that you talked to President Trump last week. An emergency declaration was issued for our area. I'm interested in what that conversation was like. And then you also told me that you had a chance to visit with the governor of Oklahoma yesterday. How are those conversations going with leaders across our nation coming to the aid of Arkansans?
Well, first of all, it's so visible. As you said, it is a very long disaster, both in terms of the preparation time, knowing the flood is coming, and then with the recovery time and the how long the water is going to be here. With the president, he was very interested in what's happening on the ground. What's the impact to the citizens? How devastating is the flood? So it was really me briefing the president on it, and of course then he assured that he would have FEMA here, he would have his best here, and they would support us. Yesterday I talked to Governor Stitt of Oklahoma, and he's been through the same thing we're going through here in Arkansas, and the purpose was to compare notes, but also we'll be on the same page as we try to seek federal relief both for Oklahoma and Arkansas from the incredible damage from this Arkansas River flood.
You know, the next step here, we're waiting for the waters to recede now. You look at the damage and what it's done across the state. How much money are we looking at in terms of just recovery efforts?
Well, it hasn't been measured yet, but just give you one small example that, the Arkansas River and the loss of its navigation system is a hit of $32 million every day to Arkansas's economy. And so that is being out is that economic hit, but then in addition you have individual losses, business losses, as well as losses to the economy itself. And so I tell people we've got to recover, we've got to help our neighbors from this. There's individual losses, but we also have to go about doing our business. We've got to go down to our downtown businesses and support them and live life, and that's what most people are doing.
That's why we're hosting this telethon today, and I know that you would urge everyone to give us a call right now to help out those individuals, 501-340-4922. Governor, thanks for coming on and showing us that urgency, but before you go, I'd like to get your response to Linda Collins-Smith, allegedly shot and killed yesterday in Northeast Arkansas, former representative. What's your thoughts on this?
The state police is in there investigating that at the request of the local officials. First of all, if those facts are true, and I presume those to be true, it's an incredible loss of a human life who's served the public in office, but has continued to be engaged in public affairs. But she's also a family person, and it's just a great loss. So we express our sympathies there. We'll wait more details as the state police investigates.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right, we're going to be right back.